Hey there everyone, Happy New Year 2015. Thanks so much for being here at teamrep.com. This is Tim Heiner coming at you, and I hope you had a great holiday season. Some great downtime with some family and friends, and maybe even got in some special Christmas treats over the holidays. I know I probably ate a few too many, but anyways, New Year, fresh slate, fresh start. Now, with that, a lot of people in the new year, myself included, tend to like to set New Year's resolutions. And that's what I want to talk about today, is actually making those resolutions into a reality. Now, if you've set resolutions in the past, you may realize, and you may look back at some of those resolutions, and you'll be like, man, I stuck with that for like a week, or maybe a few weeks or a month. Maybe some of them you actually made happen, but a lot of them tend to fall on the wayside. In fact, statistically speaking, if you look online, only about 8% of people who set resolutions actually achieve them. 8%. I'm not talking 80 or 18. That's a very low figure, 8%. Okay, so what is missing in this, and why do so many resolutions go unresolved? That's what I want to talk about today. I'm going to tell you a couple of key factors to making resolutions into a reality this year, okay? Number one is going to be making your resolution specific. Now, most people, when they write down resolutions, and I'm guilty of this myself, we write down the specific goal that we want to happen, okay? So it might be, I want to lose 15 pounds this year, or I want to have a six-pack for the first time in my life. Talking about health and fitness ones, there's all kinds of them out there, but those are some of the most common ones, are getting yourself in better shape. So you write down, okay, I'm going to get in better shape for 2015. Okay, what does that mean? 2015, you wrote down the general idea, but what does it mean to you to get in better shape? Is it to lose 15 pounds? And if so, how are you going to do that? What is the specific, actionable plan you can take to make that happen? All right, if you just write down, I want to lose 15 pounds, and you don't take any additional actions to that, maybe you just think in your head, okay, I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to try to eat better. These are all vague and general ideas, okay? They get the ball rolling, but until you start setting out the specific actions to make those things happen, so I want to lose 15 pounds. I need to start working out 3 days a week. Okay, what kind of workout am I going to do? I need to find a workout online, or I need to start using that Beachbody program that I bought 3 years ago and is still wrapped in cellophane. Okay, whatever that is, you need to get specific about the actions that are going to make those goals happen. Otherwise, it is not a New Year's resolution. It is simply a New Year's hope. And that's the reason a lot of these go unfulfilled, is because people never set out a specific action. And you're setting yourself up to fail with that. I mean, imagine if you were in school, if the teacher just said, okay, write an essay about the World War II, and didn't tell you what chapters to read, or where to go to find the resources, or what they wanted to see out of an essay on World War II, you would not do very well. Most likely, you would be set up for failure because you have no specific plan to follow. All right, so getting specific, that's tip number one. Now, specific actions are great, and you can have a really well-laid plan, put all out there, ready to go, and still not achieve your goal, okay? So what is it that gets you to actually implement this plan? That's what we're talking about in number two. This is your personal why for why you want to accomplish this goal in this year, okay? So let's go back to the example of losing 15 pounds. So you say, I want to lose 15 pounds this year. Okay, I've done all the online research, and I've put together a plan, and I have an accountability group, and it's all set to go. I'm ready to go. It's been proven to work for other people, so it's going to work for me. Okay, let's do this thing. All right, you put that specific plan, and maybe you follow it for a few weeks. Maybe you follow it for a month. Maybe you get a little bit in results, and then maybe one day you have a really hectic schedule. You have to work overtime. You had to pick up your kids from soccer practice late on that night. Dinner wasn't ready when you got home. You had to cook that. By the time you got done with everything, it's already 10 o'clock at night. You're exhausted and you don't feel like working out. So you're like, oh, well, I'll just miss a day. And then one day turns into two turns into three, turns into a week, and you know the rest of the story. So what is it that's going to get you to push hard on this very specific, great, actionable plan you put together when the going gets tough? That is your personal why. And this is an emotional thing, and this is something very personal and specific to you. So this is not something that you're going to find on some website of reasons why I need to work out. There are a lot of great reasons out there, believe me, and a lot of great reasons that you've probably listed for yourself. Like, well, of course, why do I want to lose 15 pounds? Well, I want to look better. I want to be able to fit into my favorite college outfit that I used to look so good in and feel confident in. I want to have a six-pack for the first time in life, because everybody wants to have a six-pack. That's what all the infomercials show me. My doctor said that I need to reduce my blood pressure because I'm going to have heart problems. So, of course, I need to lose weight and get in better shape for that. Those are my reasons, of course, right? Well, are they? The reasons, no matter how good they are, how altruistic they are, if they don't resonate with you emotionally, then they're worthless to you. Your doctor could tell you, hey, you need to lose 30 pounds, you need to get your blood pressure down by 40 points, or you're going to risk having major heart problems when you get into your 40s and 50s. They can tell you that, and you can be like, wow, maybe I should really do something about that. But if you haven't experienced any heart problems, or nobody close to you in your family has gone through a major episode with heart disease or heart attack or something like that, then it might not be real to you. You can read all the studies out there, you can hear all the doctors and all the best, most educated people tell you this, but if you don't connect to it emotionally, then you're kind of removed from it. You don't really believe that it's going to happen to you, and so it's easy to put it off until later, until you start to actually have problems, which unfortunately by then it might be too late. So what are the reasons that really drive you emotionally? And this is where you need to sit down and get out your journal and start writing down the reasons and start seeing what hits you here in the chest, in the gut. All right, what resonates inside your being when you say it. If you say, I want to lose 15 pounds because, I want to be in better shape, or I want to feel good about myself, and that doesn't do anything for you up in here, it's just a mental reason or something that you spouted off because you read it in a magazine or something, then that's not your reason. And your reason doesn't have to be something altruistic, or it doesn't have to be something logical. It can be completely vanity-based. If you want a six-pack, there's no medical reason for having a six-pack. There's nothing that's going to necessarily make you live longer or anything like that for having a six-pack. No, having a six-pack is all about wanting to have a chiseled and good-looking stomach. And hey, if that reason drives you, then that's the reason. When I was younger, especially in college and high school, my main reason for getting jacked and, getting big muscles and getting ripped and stuff like that was all because I wanted attention. It was almost purely vanity-based. But if you asked me that, I wouldn't have told you that. I would have said, oh, no, well, I think being in good shape for a long term, I just want to, that's important to me, and it's important to me to live a healthy lifestyle. And yes, those things were important to me on some level, but those were not the main driving factors. Okay, now that I'm a little bit older, I'm in my mid-30s now, of course I still like to look good, but that's not my main motivating factor anymore. Now I feel so much better when I work out and eat healthy than when I don't. And I like to feel good on a day-to-day basis, and it's pretty much as simple as that. I want to feel like that for a long, long time in my life, and I know that making the preventative and consistent measures now is going to make life a lot easier for me when I get to be 40, 50, 60, and however long I'm blessed to live in this lifetime. So your reasons may change over the years, but you need to find what resonates most deeply with you right now. And don't worry if it's a reason that maybe you kind of cringe at, because maybe in general you feel like you don't like vain people or something like that, and your reason is mainly vanity-based. Hey, if that's what it is, that's what it is for you, okay? So get your why down, and once you grab that why, it's going to give you the motivation to drive the energy to actually implement that great specific plan you put together in step one, all right? So these are the steps for you to take. If you've been having trouble making your resolutions a reality in your life, sit down, take the time to do the research, get specific, and most importantly, find out your deep emotional why. Now, if you've never really looked at yourself, or you've never really sat down, taken the time to assess your thoughts, assess your reasons, this might be challenging, it's going to feel a little bit tedious, but it's totally worth the time. If you're having trouble doing so, check out on teamrev.com our 21-day Inner Warrior Training Camp. This is specifically what this is aimed at helping you uncover your why, your reasons for doing this, as well as changing some of your mental processes and thoughts about what it means to work out and your viewpoints on it. This is what it's all about. So check out that. or just get in touch with me on teamrev.com. I'm all about helping people overcome obstacles and make things happen for themselves, and that's what I'm here for as your coach. All right, so check those things out. If you have questions, please let me know. If you have other things that I did not mention in this video that have worked for you, please share them in the comments below. It helps everybody out here who checks out these videos. And let's make 2015 the year you start making your resolutions into a reality. All right? No more unresolved resolutions. That's what I'm talking about. So, teamrev.com. This is Tim Heinrich signing out with you. Have a great year. Happy New Year again. I can't wait to see what 2015 has in store for all of us. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.